All right, this is a stand-up for April 26th, 2024. We'll start with tech. So we got Bitlauncher, Progress, Andler. How's that going?
Yes. So Bitlauncher, we have been moving forward. We updated a few texts on the current auction. We also test the KYC process again to ensure the functionality. Right now, at this point, we are ready to receive newcomers from registration for login from Bitlauncher, and that's working as expected. We are just waiting for being engaged next the upcoming weeks.
Sounds
Yeah.
great. All right, so we're ready to go.
Yes.
All right, so let's leave it at that. So let's go to the next topic, Bitcash app and the KYC.
Yes. So KYC, there's not too much to do. The emails right now has been sent slowly for all the users that we are waiting for KYC. For now, we haven't have an engagement. However, next week we might get more activity on Bitcash wallet app in regards on the KYC, since well, it might take a couple of days to users to read emails. So we're expecting that for next week.
Okay, so then we don't need to do a lot on the Bitcash app, it seems. So that's good.
No,
Well,
no, just text revisions that just to ensure that all messages, errors, or indications for users are comprehensive. So we are doing analysis on them. However, they're not whole. We're just trying to see if we can improve some way.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's go to the blog, Bitcash blog.
Yes. So for the blog, we have a small delay on the delivery for this week. The translation was not entirely completed and reviewed. However, we started a second revision recently for the breaking changes that is occurring with the blog and landing page. And the first revision we went through and it went good, and observation has been applied. We're moving again the delivery by the middle of next after having those final revisions on these changes.
Okay, and that's going to change the structure of the
Yes,
book.
because
Okay.
we used to have all architecture on the landing, and we have, and that has several years without updating. Also, the blog, it had a little bit more a year without being updated on the architecture. So that's why it takes a while to test if everything is working as before or better.
All right, sounds good. So let's
Mhm.
go on to the next topic, D-board.
Yes, DWOR has been happening a couple of things. First, we got a blocker while working on DWOR changes related on testing the smart contract. I created, along with one of our collaborators, a mountable image for an EOS IO Nodius for tests on local development, providing a way to properly test changes within a contract. So the Web3 smart contract actions fix been delayed because of that, but we got the site ready to start the discussions. So I think that the next week we can start to make some discussions. Actually, I'm planning to start a new discussion to see what items we can start to discuss inside of the board Web3 while we are waiting for the final test on the smart contract. So
Okay,
for now, yeah, that's the status.
sounds good. So Web3, I guess we're waiting for a little bit just to test, and we could start discussions in the meantime. What about Web2?
Web 2 is being slow because the focus was on Web 3. However, we're starting to moving on Web 2 again to finish the functionality there. Yeah, it's on the way. Has been delayed because we have been switching context between Web 2 and Web 3. But yeah, we are continuing working on that throughout the next week.
All right, so let's go on to the next one, chain graph.
Chain graph, yes, it has some more blockers as keyboard because we didn't have the mountable image. So chain graph couldn't move forward smoothly because of that. So since we solved one of the major issues happening with one of the dependencies of chain graph, we can now continue working on testing the changes safely to ensure that the improvements on the indexer is happening as expected. Though I have an extra comment right here. I think we would have though to consider in the future to consider and work on either improving chain graph by upgrading dependencies or to move the indexer to our internal indexer worker that we have for one of the services on our main app. and make it more general for Bitcash apps. I think it will be worth it long term. There are many things that have changed since the last years, so
Okay,
we
so
can
we can
consider that.
discuss this. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
discuss this. All right, let's move on to the next part of it, part of the list. Security. We had our discussion this past Thursday, or just I think it was just yesterday. So we have action items for that, and I think that's fine. Well, we could go over the details, but I think that's all that needs to be said for security. L1 chain. Yeah, there's no progress with that too much. I reached out to another organization that might be able to help us with certain aspects of the L1 chain, putting some PII, which is personal identification information, hashed for our recovery system on that network. So they have a test net. It's called Nilium, and I think it's a good one to see if they can help us with kind of maintaining more privacy for the recovery identity hash. So anyways, that's kind of a update there. Other than that, I'm just still in discussion. We're still early with the layer one. The only other, yeah, I mean, I was going to mention something else, but we can kind of keep that for next time. All right. All right, overall tech, we'll just keep going. I think we're making good progress. So next section, we got marketing. Let's go through it. Design. I think we just have to update some of the wording on some of the taglines and things like that. And so I haven't made the request. We're still thinking about the wording for some of the kind of the token sale brief and the white paper. So I haven't made any requests there. The second item, we got the Telegram intro video. We got a few I'm really excited about, as they did an incredible job. So we're getting pretty close to being able to do our outreach on Telegram and invite a lot of people there and see what kind of growth and a token purchaser, I guess. Yeah, token purchases we can kind of get from that outreach. So Telegram looks like it's in great shape. So third one is Coinband, the Twitter influencer outreach. Spoke with one of the reps, and the idea is to go for micro influencers around the world. So they're going to come up with about 10 that we can discuss, interview, and try to form partnerships with to do Twitter outreach and disengage with their followers to
Oh,
follow
nice.
our project. Yeah. So the strategy is essentially to go more for the micro rather than the bigger influencers.
The biggers.
The tier 1, tier 2, they call it, are the macro and influencers. We'll go for the micro, those that are, let's say, 1,000, 5,000 followers, and we just have to cover a lot more and then really just build relationships with them. That's kind of the strategy to build community and ecosystem. So
Yeah, long term sounds like a good plan.
Crowd Tamer ads. I have a guy. I was still negotiating, and I think I'm trying to figure out a reasonable starting point for the ads. And we're not in a hurry, but I'll probably by end of next week have some sort of contract to do ads and just iterate on small experiments with the ads. So we got that covered. Galaxy, I haven't done anything there. I'm still discussing airdrop strategies. One of the ideas that Max is, and just recently did an interview with him, and afterwards he kind of gave me some thoughts and ideas and advice about airdrops. And I think possibly we might reach out to some of these other EVM ecosystems and airdrop on specific parts of that community. So that's an idea, and so we'll probably do Galaxy as well. So we just have to figure out the size of the airdrop and exactly what, just to make sure, because one of the challenges with Galaxy is that a lot of them just try to kind of farm these airdrops, and all they do is they do a few things and then they'll sell the token. So we want longer term engagement. So we just have to be careful of just giving airdrops just for the sake of it. But if we could get some attention and at least awareness, could be useful to just go with them anyways. So that's Galaxy. Let me see. Twitter, I have some help with growing the Twitter account. Essentially, it's like a follow-unfollow strategy. So I'm having some growth there with one of the accounts. And the other account, we kind of hired someone to try to kind of build followers, but they're probably more bots more so than anything else. So, but anyways, so I like the other strategy of follow on follow. I think that's just been an old strategy for many, many years, and I think that's probably one of the most effective ways to just grow our following. And we just have to get more awareness. We just have to be in Twitter Spaces and other things to get, and just events and things like that to get more people to organically follow you. So anyways, I did attend a Twitter Space. Someone invited us from Fraction.ai, and it was good. There was about 10, 12 people just discussing crypto, and we were one of the speakers. So I think that was good. We'll see if we could get some content and create some shorts out of that discussion. The last part is our main part of it is the YouTube interviews. And so I interviewed Tatiana Moroz and Max Infeld. It turned out really good. Found some tools to actually create some shorts out of those videos. So I think we could be really efficient to get probably 10 plus pieces of content for every video or interview we do. And we have to do that. We have to do a lot more interviews. We have to do a lot more content out of those. So I think the strategy is good. Then I think is just early on, we're just testing it, and we're going to figure out how to just scale it up so that we're just consistent with content, internal content every day. We'll also talk about internal content. So you, Andler, Gabo, and others that are helping us out, we want to be able to create content because we're trying to be open, transparent, and public. So those are the things we'll discuss offline, probably on Dboard.
Yeah, I'm starting to share some content on Twitter and some other spaces as well. I'm just getting used to it. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, community, Discord moderation. I think we have to for our put this more in the marketing side. I think we have to figure out we'll have a strong presence on Telegram. On Discord, I'm not sure. We'll have some inbound people that go to Discord probably by default. So we need probably other outreach.
Okay.
We need some sort of engagement on Discord, whether they're if we just create events on Discord and things like that. I think Telegram we have a strategy there. For Discord, I think we need a better strategy. So that's more on the marketing side, but yeah. So right now it's a little bit empty with Discord. So we have to figure out a good strategy there. And we'll just have more inbound as people register into Discord, probably more so than Telegram. So yeah, we have to kind of build the engagement there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have a small update on Discord on moderation. We slightly changed the bot personality for moderation. It's called now Bitmonitor, which is more general for announcements, onboarding new users, sharing news across all Bitcash Bitlauncher community. The avatar was improvised with RoboHash, though in the future we can work on a unique avatar design whenever we have enough budget to develop it in the future. And besides of that, we are improving the communications with the Discord community related with the Bitcash wallet app, where we made an email design by reusing the current ones that we have to use it to send to users that they have their account migrated successfully in order to enhance the communication in that way, since it was at the beginning a little bit difficult to find the user and try to communicate that an issue was solved or to have them in a status from support. So we improved that and it's looking good.
Sounds good. We can talk more about that offline.
Sure.
So Bitcash Nigeria, nothing new there. We'll probably have them test out our KYC process and try to get them to sign up and update their KYC. Let me see. So that's pretty much it for the community side. I don't have anything else. Business and operations, we have the schedule for the token sale. We'll see. I think we're pretty set there. I have to update the white paper. That's one thing. Kind of update the language there. Business development, there's no update there. I'm still trying to reach out to a guy to help out with some more of the business development for token sale purchasers. So there's no update there. Legal, I have an appointment with legal nodes on Monday. So that should take care of a lot of the entity. So that's about it. Any questions?
So far so good. Is just on the Twitter space sharing. Progressively we can all team to share content about Bitcash and Bitlauncher.
Yeah, sounds good. We could talk offline about that as well.
Yeah.
So all right, cool. So yeah, that's it for this day, and we'll catch up next week. Thanks.
Catch